Welcome to iHollywoodTV. It is Noah Wilson. Well, the question being asked today, could you actually save your child's life in an emergency? Well, the American Heart Association is offering to all of us a live demo of the simple life-saving steps every parent and caregiver should actually know on our show today. Please welcome Mike Smith, who is the American Heart Association CPR instructor and an EMT. Hey, Mike, welcome. Nice to see you.
Thanks, Noah. Nice to meet you, and thank you for the time today.
And it is nice to meet you as well. So, Mike, why is CPR so important for parents and also caregivers to actually learn?
Absolutely. Well, about 23,000 children experience an out-of-hospital cardiac arrest every year. 20% of those are infants. So we want everybody trained, parents and caregivers, to know CPR. I hope you never need to use it, but we want you confident and competent in your skills if you ever needed to do it.
Now, this was shocking to actually learn, but only 10% of people in the U.S. who experience cardiac arrest outside of a hospital survive each year, according to the American Heart Association. So, Mike, talk to me about that and how we can improve on this.
Absolutely. Well, bystander CPR can double or triple the chance of survival, and you're absolutely right. Only about 10% of people survive. But again, we can double or triple the chance, give the person the best chance of survival by, jumping in, recognizing there's a problem, calling 911 and getting help started. And unfortunately, right now, only about half of the people that need CPR get it. So we're building this nation of lifesavers. That's our platform. Everybody get trained in CPR, get confident, competent in those skills, and know what to do in an emergency.
You know, we see a lot of cases of CPR performed on adults, but how is this actually different when performing it on an infant or a child?
So for a child or an infant, breaths are really important. So you would want to do 30 compressions and 2 breaths, and I'll demonstrate that in just a moment. Whereas for an adult, we can do hands-only CPR. So if you see an adult or teen suddenly collapse, call 911 or send somebody to call 911, get a defibrillator, an AED, automated external defibrillator, and then start the steps of CPR. If there's nobody else around, use your cell phone. Put it on speakerphone, call 911. Dispatcher can talk you through the steps of CPR, but we want to get professional help started to you. And if you could only do compressions, that's okay. For children and infant, they really do need breaths though. So something is better than nothing. Do compression-only CPR if necessary, but children and infant, we'd rather 30 compressions and 2 breaths.
You know, a lot of people are really intimidated when it comes to CPR, but can you show us right now these steps? Give us the demo.
Absolutely, yes. We want to have people not have the fear. We need them to get involved. We need them to, again, recognize there's an emergency. So the first thing you'd want to do, if somebody collapses, is you make sure the scene is safe for you to enter. Once that scene is safe, you want to tap and shout, hey, hey, are you okay? Are you okay? Person doesn't respond, send somebody for help. You call 911. Get an AED, automated external defibrillator. As I mentioned, if nobody's there, speakerphone, 911, and then start the steps of CPR. So if this child has just collapsed, we check to see if they're breathing. They're not. We're gonna bare the chest. We're gonna put the heel of one hand in the center of the chest, other hand on top. Person would be on the ground on a hard, flat surface, and we would do 30 compressions. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Tilt the head back, pinch the nose, give 2 breaths. Breath 1, breath 2, and back to compressions. You only need to give enough air to make the chest rise. You don't have to expel all the air out of your lungs, just enough to make that chest rise. But pinch the nose so the air doesn't escape.
And just doing the demo live on air right here, a lot of people watching, they might think, oh, I know how to do CPR, but what is some of the mishaps people get wrong when doing CPR?
Great question. So some folks, they were like, oh, I don't want to hurt the person. They don't want to go, they're not going deep enough. On a child, you want to get down 2 inches on their chest. So by the American Heart Association, a child is from 1 to puberty. So that's all shapes and sizes of a child, and we're all shapes and sizes. So you can use the heel of one hand or 2 hands as I demonstrated, but very important to get down those 2 inches. The other is people will go too slow or too fast. The American Heart Association recommends between 100 to 120 beats per minute. So you could think of the song Staying Alive, or there's more other songs we have available on our Spotify playlist where it could be Sabrina Carpenter's Espresso, other songs that are have that same beat.
Sabrina Carpenter, oh my goodness, wouldn't she be honored for that? Yeah,
Right.
Sabrina's a really popular star right now. I interviewed her back like when she was getting her start. Now, I mean, now just to see her where she's at, I mean, it's pretty incredible.
Absolutely.
But all great songs right there that you recommended. Now, how can you tell or identify someone now going in cardiac arrest, Mike?
Sure, absolutely. So if the person was standing talking to you and all of a sudden they've collapsed, they've stopped breathing, you don't see any chest rise or fall, or they call what's agonal gasps, and you would learn this in a CPR class, where they're not breathing normally, maybe they're turning blue. We want to get involved. Again, get 911 started, get professional help coming, but also start the steps of CPR as we've demonstrated.
Well, Mike, you shared a lot of great information about CPR and how we should learn to do it properly, but for those who want to learn more, where can they go?
Absolutely. So we would recommend folks go to our website, heart.org/nation, and that's for our Nation of Lifesavers campaign, as I mentioned earlier. But on there, we have some videos on hands-only CPR, but also how you can register for a class near you for CPR. So again, encourage folks, go to heart.org/nation, and you can, again, sign up for a class, see where the classes are for local to you, and also watch our videos on CPR and hands-only CPR.
We'll have all the information below. Mike Smith, thank you so much for coming on iHollywoodTV. You take care. You have a great day.
Thanks for the opportunity, Noah. Have a great day.